What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we have a Dragon Ball one. We have Goku and Vegeta Fusion Dance, right? So this is a split page drawing. I'm on landscape page, a landscape page, and I went ahead and just divided my page in half. It's kind of a scale issue just with these two images, just because like Goku's like bigger than Vegeta and everything kind of like, so I couldn't get them to like fit properly without them being like super small and all this kind of stuff. So I decided to go for a split page. It'll just make things kind of simpler, and we're all about keeping it simple here. So we're going to start with Goku on this side and then Vegeta on this side, right? They're doing that sort of the fists out kind of thing. It's not the one where they touch fingers, but I might do one of those in the future. So let's start with Goku. So he's over here, head over on the right hand side. So the center point of my page is about here, right? So his eyes are just up and across. So the center line is here. I'd say that's where his chin will be, along the center line, right? And his head's over this side because his arm is sticking out here. So enough talk. Let's go. So we'll go with his eyebrow first. So we'll go kind of a tick line. That way. So this will go under hair, but we'll draw it in anyway. Right, so tick line that way. And then square end. And then we just bring it down. Now it's kind of base form Goku. So like the eyebrows can just, sometimes they tick back into the center area. But we'll just go down to a point because that's the way it is actually in the image. Right, like so. And then the other eyebrow, pretty much same thing, right? So you can go tick. How far do we go? So let's see, we'll go here. Like that. And then we go back that way. And then we bring it down. Boom, like so. Okay, so then his eyes. So big eyes. So it kind of curves around and then comes like in. And it doesn't go the whole way. It kind of stops here. Okay, just like kind of curves a little bit for his cheek. Like so. Then the other side's similar. So it goes down to there. And then, well, how high? Like here. And then we go across like so. And then his pupils just underneath his eyebrows here, you just curve them around, kind of long-ish sort of things. And then on this side, longish. Like so. And you just color them in dark. You can color in his eyebrows black as well. Right, so nose. So just here, slightly left to center, bring a line down. And spike it up this way. And then we just add a shadow on the bottom on this side. Like so. Then his mouth real close to his nose, right? So he's concentrating super hard on this dance. So it just comes down. Sorry, diagonal up and then down. There. And then a small curved line that way. Then we have his bottom lip. Like so. And then his chin, relatively pointy. Like that. Then those tick lines just on his cheek, actually, just before we move any further. That kind of stuff. Then his jaw. Bring it up to about here, just across from his mouth, underneath like the edge of his eyebrow. Like so. Okay. Then we go up the side of his face. We change direction. We go up this way. Stop about there because it goes underneath his hair then. Do the same thing on this side. Stopping about here. It doesn't have to be the exact same on both sides. Like so. And then his ears kind of come out from here. He's got like 2 hair spikes. In this picture anyway, he does. So like a hair spike here. And the one here goes up past his eyebrow. Sort of the same on this side. Don't usually see that in Goku. That's the way it is in the picture. But anyway, ears come around then. Into there. Dragon Ball ears can be quite large. Stick out quite far. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is, I guess. Right, and then bones and ligaments and things inside. So the easiest way, I always say, is like a letter J sort of shape, like that. Right, and that'll get you started. Sometimes it can be even enough if you wanted to just leave it like that. So you could, but some people like to add like some more sort of stuff inside. Like so. And then we just do the rest of his fringe. So we go up, back down into there, up to there, down like so, back up and in, and then this goes down like so. And then we got like a line going down here. And right, then the rest of the hair spikes that come around. So we've got like that round piece of hair here, and then there's like all the hair spikes, big ones this side and smaller ones this side. Some of them go off my page, right? So say like that round part of his head is just here. So you could start at the ears or you could start here, but it's kind of up to you. Right, so this round part separates these 2 spiking sections on Goku, right? So we got like spike here, down, big long one here. It goes off the side of my page. If you have more room, you could just bring these 2 lines to a point just out here. I just couldn't fit them in. And then another spike here. And then this comes down towards his neck, right? Like that. So this actually goes behind his neck. So does it? Yeah. So we'll draw just a line for his neck, just there. Okay, and maybe the other side too. You could have like a single strand of hair every now and then. So big spike then coming off here, comes back down, and then another one going this way, like so. And then bring it back down to here, and then we go out, down, back in towards his ear. This goes out, back in, out, back in, like that, and then like single strand, like so. So the rest of his body, right? We've got like an arm that comes across here, okay? And it's like attached to his neck because we have his trapezius connected to his shoulder, okay? So his trapezius muscle will come out here. And then we have his big round shoulder here, right? So you do like a big curving line, like a circle or a ball, just like sitting there. And then there's like another sort of shoulder muscle comes down this way, and a line here for the bottom of his shoulder, and then maybe another one I always think Dragon Ball shoulders look like basketballs. Kinda, if you finish the lines, you know. So then his bicep just comes under his chin. There. And then his forearm will bump again. Longer. Okay, so short bump, long bump. His wristband is just here. And then his other side of his forearm will go this way. So it'll just go out, up into there. You got like his elbow sort of, maybe like in here or something. His arm's outstretched, so then his tricep goes back into his shoulder, that way. And then we have like a bicep line and like another sort of tricep line there. Another forearm line. Maybe like some hatching or something. Like a wrist line or something there, okay? So then neck muscles, just in here. And maybe some of his trapezius muscle you should see here. He does have like scratch marks and stuff all over him. Right, and then the rest of his wristband. So we just have one sort of fold here, and it goes out straight. And then another bump and a fold going around his wrist. There. Then his hand, right? So it's his fist. This is like end of his wristband. Sorry, just tidy this up a bit. Right, and then his top of his hand joins his wrist, so it comes out pretty straight out that way. And then we have a knuckle that comes down there. And then we bump out for his finger, down and into here. And we do that 3 more times. So we go down, and it'll go into the next finger, and then we go down into the next finger. And then this one will go down around, because it's his little finger, it doesn't go into another finger, it's the last one, so it actually curves around and goes up underneath the palm of his hand. Okay, so the palm of his hand is here, and then this is going to go up around underneath into the palm of his hand, and a line there, and some skin lines and stuff just there. And then we have like some details like knuckles, so like one knuckle, another one here, some skin lines there, another knuckle line maybe here, lines on his hand, and then like some knuckle lines on his knuckles there. And then we can just see his thumb coming out underneath here, down, around and up into there. So we can see another arm underneath here, but we'll do his body first because it kind of comes out from behind. His other shoulder's in here and the other arm's lower down, okay? So we'll just do his chest. So we'll go down, in, there, and the other side of his chest is like here. And we'll just kind of bring these together. So we'll go his diaphragm just that way. And then we can see like the center line for his chest. Comes down here. Chest nipples, just nipples here. Like so, right? So his body's sort of twisted, turning this way a little bit. That's why this pectoral muscle is slightly like narrower, smaller than this one. So the center line for his body curves this way. Right, so you'll have abs bumping like that way, see? So then down here, he's got this sort of ripped and torn top for his trousers. Like it's all, he's, you know, when Goku's been in fights, his clothes gets destroyed. This down here, and then you just join this up to his back, right? So we got like rib cage kind of on this side, and then his hip, like the starts of his hip there. And then this side, he's pulling his arm this side, so this side is bigger, right? Like that, see? Because his body's turned this way. Like so, right? You could have like some lines here. So that's like his chest. And then like the tops of his abs. So like a line down this way. Going down like so. Like abdominal muscles here. Like so, just like these lines. Like so, and maybe like another line there, and like some oblique muscles. And then again, scratches on his body there. Right, so his other arm then comes out underneath, and it'll just disappear at this line, right? So we just stop at this line. So it comes out from just his chest. Let's say here, start here. And then we will go up to there, and then his forearm out and up to there somewhere, and then comes out the top of his knuckle, maybe here, and then we can see bicep, some of his bicep. Like so. Right, and then his belt just down here comes across to like a tied section. Like so. And then his knee comes across here. You know, he's doing that dance pose. So his knee has some like folds and stuff, comes across here. Just goes off my page that way, just the way it fits. Let's see. So some more sort of the tied ribbon kind of area here. And this will have like some fold lines and things on it. And then the rest of his belt comes across here. Goes up that side. And then his hip and his his butt comes out here. That goes that way. That goes that way. Make some lines on his belt maybe. Douche, douche, douche. Test. Mic. Sorry, I think my mic fell off. Sorry, I had to fix it there. Technical difficulties. Right, Vegeta. So, let's see. Same thing again, right? Head, same position, sort of over this side, quite small. I'm gonna zoom into it for you. So, and then we'll start with his eyebrow. So Vegeta hates doing this dance. So his face shows that he hates doing this dance. Okay, so he's like real angry. So we've got this W sort of in the middle. So this is comedy gold, right? The fact that the Prince of Saiyans has to do this goofy dance with Goku. And I love that Goku like takes it super seriously, like he's training or something. So the eyebrow for Vegeta then, right? So curves up. Down. Okay. And then we do thick end again. And then we'll bring it down. So his eyebrows will go right into his frown now because he's like super angry, okay? And then we do the same thing on this side. Up and down. Curves up. Back down. Into there, okay? And Vegeta has some like lines in the end. So then his eyes, kind of like they are in Super Saiyan mode, but a bit bigger. Large line, small line, and then join them together with a curved line, like so. And his pupil, so he's like a full circle pretty much. Just black, like that. And then we do the same over here. So small line, large line, and then join them together. Like so. And then iris, pupil. Right. And we will color in his eyebrows as well. Right, like so. So Vegeta then has some frown lines as well, coming around there. And then we'll add his nose, similar to Goku. So we just kind of go straight down, in and up. That, and then it has a shadow on the side down to there. There's his mouth, so right close to his nose, like kind of touching his nose, right? So we'll go, he's like gritting his teeth. He looks super frustrated. So we'll go, let's say, across this way. And then we go down around here. And we make it open, so it's like a big open mouth. Down and then across the bottom. Just like he's shouting, but then we just add some teeth. Like that. And there's some lines around, skin lines just there. And then we have those cheek lines. Like so. And then like drips coming down. Are they drips? Sweat. He really hates this dance. Like so. And then his chin comes across. Oh, that's like kind of more of a square chin than Goku. And then his jaw comes across here. Across there. Stopping just underneath his eye, kind of there, and across from his bottom teeth. And then we change our direction and we go up the side of his head. It's always hard when you're right-handed to go that way. It's easier to do this hand motion. It's just me. You can go that way really easy, but then when you're like over here, you gotta go, it's kind of harder. Anyway, never mind, that's just me. Right, so we've got like his ears stick out here, okay? Real big again. Like that. Big on this side too. crazy big. And then inside, easiest way, this sort of J shape, right? Get you started anyway. You know, this kind of thing. And then you can add more detail inside if you want. Lots of different ways of doing ears. Every anime and manga seems to do it differently, so. I know I say that like every time I'm drawing ears, but it's just something I notice. Sideburn there. And Vegeta's hairline, right? So it goes all the way up around to a V, right here. So you could do like the V first if you wanted, just here in the middle of his forehead, like that, and you kind of bring this around to a point here, okay? So your sideburns come in, and they have lines on the end as well sometimes. And then this goes up and around, so we go up. So this is like an awkward shape to get correct. So it's like a big M. You try and keep them even, same height at least. They don't have to be exactly the same shape, but try our best. Like that, and then he has lines just on his temples, just here. Okay, so then Vegeta's hair. So think big candle flame, right? It's kind of like his hair is like when it's Super Saiyan, right? So it sticks out real tall. So we go like this way, back in at first. Same on this side, right? So back this way. And then they kind of get gradually bigger as we go up to a point, up to the top of his head, like right up here, right? So like really big. So this like point up here, just over the right side of his head. Okay, you can change, you can vary. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine, but that's just where I'm aiming for, okay? So we go up. Spike like that. Okay. Going up like this, kind of getting a bit bigger now. There, and we're aiming to go into here, okay? So we go like so to there, and then we'll just join the line up to that big spike in the middle, up to there. And then his ear. So, up to there, up into there. Right, like so. And again, like Goku, he can have, you know, the odd sort of straight up line like that. And same thing again, arm coming across his body, right? So we have his neck. So here. His neckline on this side. There. Okay. And then his shoulder, right? We got some like torn piece of sleeve. It's a little bit different, but it's the same idea, right? So we'll just do a round line here, right? And when we get to this side, we'll just add torn sort of sleeve lines, right? So it kind of comes around like that. Okay, so instead of the round of Goku, you could do the round and then do the sleeve line on top if you wanted, but that's kind of what we're dealing with over here, because he's got that full body blue suit that he wears, navy or black or gray sometimes, and there's more of ripped lines on this side, right? It just goes into his armpit then there. So top of his shoulder, and then we have bicep line there, and then forearm line up into his glove. So his glove like starts up here compared to Goku's wristband, right? And there's like some torn blue stuff going into his glove. Okay, but we'll do like his tricep. So like his tricep line here. Bottom of the tricep comes up into there. Then we got like an elbow. Forearm goes in like so. And then we'll add just some of these ripped, torn lines. Right? Some more anatomy inside here. So we got like another shoulder line, you know, trying to make it look like a basketball again. It's like so. And then this comes across. This. Right, we got some anatomy. So neck muscles here. Trapezius comes down into the, just goes behind his bicep and forearm just there. And maybe a little, we can see a little bit of it on this side. And then he's got a collar, comes across his neck. Here. And the rest of his glove and his arm, right? So the white glove starts just here. And this will go across, down. This will go up. And you can see like a fold for kind of the bottom of his glove, kind of here, and one on top. A fold here. This comes out underneath. That's the bottom of his hand. Kind of like Goku, you know, except with a glove on. That's just the only difference. So the top of his hand comes across. Knuckle. He's got some like folds just here because he's wearing a glove, right? Like some scratch marks as well. Forgot to add some on him. Cross down to there for a knuckle. Another knuckle comes down. We go into here. I think we can see some of his thumb. We go down into there. Another finger. Final finger comes down, cross, up into there. And then because this is his little finger, folds in behind the skin of his hand. So this goes here. Another one there. Then we go up for his knuckle, across, up for his knuckle, across, and then another knuckle just here. Then we can see his thumb just under here. And you might have some scratch lines and things just there. Right, so like Goku then, we have his chest muscles down here. So we go down, round and up, down again. Goes up underneath his armpit area, just up here. And his chest line, like here again. So then his like ab lines and stuff come down this way. So he's got this spandex on, right? So you can't really make out much of his skin. There's a lot of scratches and stuff. So say we can see like side of his body here. We've got a bump. Another one on this side. There like that. Another one comes down to his hips. Down to here. And then this goes down like so. See like his diaphragm So it comes across here. There's not as much ab lines, I guess, because he's wearing this clothing. So line like so, and then the side of his body here goes in, and then his butt goes that way, right? He's got like some rips in this blue stuff, so there's like a rip here, like so. Another one, rip this way, there. These are abs, I think. This is all ripped and torn that way. And then his thigh comes across here, and we have a rip and a tear in his trousers. Comes down this way, and his leg. Skin we could see inside the tear. You just have a tear here. And some more thigh lines, like so. Maybe like we should see some bumps for abs or something here, like that. Right, so then his other arm, kind of like Goku, kind of disappears this way. So we just bring it across, and there's some tears for clothing just here. Into there. And then his arm. Let's go this way. Like so. And then this forearm there. And then the start of his glove down. Around to there. Up. Down, just some folds, and then it like comes out, goes off the line of the page here. And then some fold lines there. And then maybe a line for his bicep, like coming around this way. Like that. And then his forearm line just there. Is that everything? Yeah, I think that's it. And if you wanted, of course, you can give them like aura, you know, sort of spiking up and around, sort of flame-like. Aura coming around his head. And his body just going around here. We bring it down around his arms and stuff. You can do as much of this as you want. It doesn't have to be exactly like mine. Every now and then you might have some escape aura, you know, heads off that way. Like so, and some sort of down here as well. Lots of different ways of doing this now. It doesn't have to be exactly like my way. So, and if we give Vegeta aura, we got to give Goku some as well. So. Like so. But I think that's everything. That's how to draw Goku and Vegeta fusion dance. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.